Hello everyone, JRR here, and I'm going over or re-reviewing a topic that I've gone over before, and it's over the topic of Illuminati. Now, hold on, hold your horses. Let's break down the two camps. There's Camp A, who says the Illuminati is responsible for everything from the murders of Michael Jackson and other influential people to controlling the minds of all of humanity. Then there's Camp B, which pretty much says Camp A needs to get some tinfoil hats, put them on, and stay indoors and keep out of sight of everything. Where do I fall on this? Probably somewhere in the middle, and let me explain why real quick. For those of you who have seen my original video about this Illuminati item, I pointed out that, and I still hold this belief, that the Illuminati is nothing more than a club. A bunch of people with influence, resources, things of that nature, getting together and doing things in their club. Now, am I saying they're sitting there picking off David Bowie, Prince, Michael Jackson? No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they're putting stuff in water to control your minds. I'm not saying that they know things that will magically change everything you know in the world that you see it. I'm not saying any of that. All I am saying is that if you do not believe that there is a basic group of, quote, Illuminati, that on a bare minimum level, a group of rich people with influence and resources, if you're really going to sit there and tell me that that's not a thing, that can't exist, that can't happen, then you're pretty much saying that there's no such thing as the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts, no such thing as the NRA, National Rifle Association. Nope, that's not a thing. There's no such thing as student teachers. There's no such thing as academia. There's no such. You see the point. There's no such thing as a football league. You're saying there's nothing as a group in general. Now, some of you are going to sit there and go, well, Double R, you're kind of swinging for the fences here. No, I'm not. A group of people that get together oftentimes form clubs and cliques and things of that nature. Think about high school for a minute. You got your jocks, a group of people who like playing sports and like knowing things about sports. You got your nerds. You got your cheerleaders. You got your popular clique. You got your unpopular clique. You got the idea. Right? People gravitate toward each other with similar interests. And if you're still sitting here going, well, that's not true. Yeah, okay. How about, I don't know, role players, cosplayers, the acting guild, the yacht club, the National Golfing Association or whatever, them. Oh, the Olympic Committee, that's a thing. You see what I'm getting at? Politics. Hey, there we go. See, politics. You got the Democrats, you got the Republicans. Why would there not be a group of people who got together because they have resources, they have influence, they have money? Why wouldn't they get together? I mean, granted, they might not call themselves the Illuminati. They might call themselves like the leader of the elite or the rich bitches of the planet Earth. I don't know. Now, I'm not sitting here saying they are responsible for all this big stuff. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, but I'm not saying that either. What I am saying is, do not just count things out just because it doesn't seem right. Oh, I don't think the Illuminati was responsible for Michael Jackson's death. I don't care if you think he is or is not responsible, or they are responsible. I'm not even saying that. For all we know, it could be passed along in universities from the Illuminati to try to push the social justice thing to force people against each other so people would look stupid. And guess what? It works. That could be a thing. It could be a thing. I don't know. Maybe just people got stupid. I don't know. Go to college, lose IQ. I don't know. It could be a thing. It could not be a thing. I don't know. It's not my place. I'm not part of this, quote, Illuminati. I'm not part of this elite culture. I don't know. Hell, there are conventions for anime. There are conventions for Star Trek. There's conventions for Star Wars. There's the sci-fi convention, which covers both. There's conventions for stuff like Doctor Who. There's conventions for anime. There's conventions for the American comics, the DC, Marvel, etc. There's another thing. There's conventions for all sorts of things. There's cosplayers, there's role play. I just want to be rebeaten the crap out of this topic over and over again. So I'm just going to simply stop here and let that sink into you. Just let that sink in. Even if you do not believe that the Illuminati are the ones going around killing people like Michael Jackson or anybody of big influence that might expose them, quote unquote. Even if you don't believe that, at least believe in a general sense that as a group, there is such a thing that might be a group. It might not be named Illuminati. Like I said, it might be named Rich Bitches of the Planet Earth. I don't know. But just let that sink into your mind for a little bit, okay? Like I said, I'm not saying there is something like that. I'm not saying there isn't something like that. I am saying, however, that there's at least a group of rich people with influence, resources, and whatnot that get together and discuss things. Just like the yacht club, golfing, basketball, or other sports of that nature. The Olympic Committee. Hell, there's communities for games such as you see for Miles Sahara here, League of Legends, Dota 2, the WoW community, Blizzard community. You get the idea. There's all these groups of people with similar interests that get together. Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, NAMBLA, if that's a thing. Saw it in South Park, so if that's a thing, that's a thing. But you see what I'm trying to get at, right? At the bare minimum, there is at least a group that might fit the Illuminati structure hold. Again, I'm not saying that is their protocol. I'm just saying there might be at least a group that does that. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Let's start with the basics, people. If you want to push on and join Group A or B from this point, go right ahead. But don't be fully Group B where you're like, oh, there's no such thing as Illuminati. You're really going to sit here and say with a straight face that a bunch of people with money, resources, and all this influence, and you're going to sit there with a straight face and say, oh yeah, they'll never talk to each other. No. They'll never discuss anything with each other, ever. Nope. Never. Not even a little bit. Nope. If you believe that, then you are the one that's completely out of your mind, and you may need a little tinfoil hat. Because again, like I said, simply a group of people with similar common, wow, there's English, with common goals, or similar goals, and similar views. Hell, if you want to get way technical, religion is the same way. If you really want to swing for the fences, you can go with religion. Okay? Same kettle of fish in general. Bunch of people who believe the exact same thing. They might have questions here and there, but they believe the same thing in a nutshell. So now that I've brought it up this way, like I said, I'm not trying to argue, I'm not trying to yell, I'm not trying to say I'm with Group A or Group B. I'm just saying that there is a group out there with resources, with wealth, with influence, and they get together and talk. Like any other group would. You have meetings with boys. The Boy Scouts have meetings. The Girl Scouts have meetings. The Girl Scouts go around selling cookies, right? You know this? You know this as an analogy? Well, most people do. Girl Scouts go out and sell cookies. Y'all got that, right? The Girl Scout cookies. You really think one person just went, yep, cookie time, and they make all the cookies for all the girls? No. Come on. Y'all know better than that. But that's all I'm saying on this subject, okay? Alright, this is JRR, and I'm out. Join whatever group you want to join for that. I don't care. I've already covered what I had to say. Again, yay.